Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Session Johnson here. This thread would end. All things Manchester United, and of course, the latest news I want to bring to you. Massive, massive news. Transfer news. Exactly. As you see in the picture, Antony, a huge, huge update on him. An update on Frenkie De Jong. And later on in the video, we'll also be speaking about the 11 players that have been released by the club officially. Subscribe to the channel, please. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And of course, links to our socials in the description below. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments how you are feeling on this weekend, wherever you might be in the world. But here in Cape Town, it is a bit cold with a hot wind. Yeah, weather is very confusing here in Cape Town. They say we normally have 4 seasons in one day. But nevertheless, thank you guys for joining me. Let's get into the news. So, as I said in the thumbnail, Antony agreement close. Reports have come out from Brazil, if I have to be honest about that. It is with Jorge Nicola, who is a Brazilian journalist, but very, very close to all the Brazilian players. And it is concrete reports. And of course, the UK papers, the journalists will pick up on it soon. But it says that we have, or not we have, let me rephrase that, let me give it proper. We are close to an agreement with Ajax for the transfer of Antony to Manchester United. Now, in my opinion, that is brilliant news, massive news, as I said. I know we might have lost Darwin Núñez to Liverpool, and we have to take that on the chin. Understand that we are not at the level to, how do I say, have every player destined to come to Manchester United. I said previously in previous videos, if you haven't seen it, go and check it out and drop a like on the video if you haven't done so. I said we have to be convincing players now, convince them of the project that we have at hand. But if you think about it, someone like Antony is a worthy person to come in and play for Manchester United on the right-hand side. A pure left-footed right winger. Now, me personally, I was always very much aware of Rafinha from Leeds. And I always thought to myself, you know what, he's a player that can actually come in and do a job on the left and on the right-hand side and on the left. However, Antony is there. And it seems to say that we have given an offer of 45 million for Antony. And Ajax cannot turn that down. I'm 100% sure they cannot. Because that is a huge, huge offer for a club like Ajax. No disrespect to them. They are a big club in terms of the Netherlands and in Europe. But them getting such a big offer for a player is something they have to consider. And us being close to agreeing a fee for Antony, I'm sure personal terms will be agreed easily. He said it before that he wants to play for Ten Hag again. He said, I'm there if you need me. So if we can get a player like him in, and of course Frenkie De Jong, who we are in contact with Barcelona for, definitely. Those are two players that can definitely come in and change our team's fortunes, change the way we play. Yes, Ten Hag is going to play his style of way, his style of play. But bringing in players that know how he plays is an advantage, because then the players in the team can transition and develop into his style of play quicker, because they will have players that already know the style of play. And if you have Antony on the right wing and you have Sancho on the left, Ronaldo starting, whatever striker we potentially might be getting, but surely Ronaldo will start. And you have Bruno and Frenkie de Jong behind that. That's quality. And we need to look at signing a defensive midfielder. I looked at Ibrahim Sangare. What a player. I'm 100% sure if you guys want to go and check him out, please do. Ibrahim Sangare. What a defensive midfielder from PSV Eindhoven. Box to box, strong on the ball, tall, powerful, able to run past players, able to hold the ball up, able to get out of tight spaces. He is basically what we need as an anchor for the likes of Frenkie de Jong and Bruno to go and play. Now, I'm not saying we won't get him, but he is a potential target. Erik ten Hag knows him quite well because of his time in the Dutch Eredivisie. So, like I said, Antony would be perfect, and I'm glad to hear that we are close to making an agreement with Ajax for Antony. He is a player that I would want at Manchester United, and I know he's a player that can definitely move levels up to world-class status. Erik ten Hag loves Antony and definitely sees him developing more into a world-class player. He's shown his class at Ajax, and definitely he's perfect for the Premier League and perfect for Ten Hag's style of play, and definitely would solve our right wing issues and probably would start on the right hand side. I'm 100% sure of that. Moving along now to the update on Frenkie De Jong, and this was brought by Juan Roberto, and he said Frenkie De Jong's proposed move from Barcelona to Manchester United is all but done. The Dutch midfielder will certainly join the Red Devils this transfer window. Both clubs remain highly confident that the asking fee will be met. Now there you hear it for yourself. We know Frenkie De Jong has already basically agreed to come to Manchester United. No personal terms agreed in terms of a contract, but he's agreed with Ten Hag saying that, you know what, I want to come to Manchester United. It's just a matter of time between Barcelona and Manchester United before they agree a fee. There are, shall I say, reports that have said that we had our first bid rejected. I don't think we'd be bidding knowing that it would be rejected. I think that we will definitely bid knowing that the offer will be accepted, and by then Frenkie De Jong would already be announced in terms of personal terms being agreed. But we have to be honest, it's a detailed and a big transfer, and because of Barcelona's financial situation, they will try and look for, shall I say, a scapegoat and try and delay this as far as possible so that they might not have to sell him. But they do need to sell him. It's a must because of their financial situation and because of them needing money. So it is a matter of time before it is officially announced and before an agreement is made between Frenkie De Jong, between Barcelona and Manchester United. But there is a sense of time that we have to be aware of. As I said in the previous video, the Spanish transfer window only officially opens the 1st of July. By then, Frenkie De Jong can have his medicals done already. But an official transfer would not be confirmed until their transfer window is opened. So this transfer will take time. We have to be patient. It's massive news. It's a massive update to hear that the transfer is all but done and Frenkie De Jong has agreed to come to Manchester United. But we have to be patient. We have to understand that there's a lot of things in place with regards to this transfer, and these things need to be done wisely, slowly, and meticulously in order for it to be correct and that the transfer can go through smoothly. So, brilliant to hear that we are close to making an agreement with Ajax for Antony, and fantastic to know that Frenkie De Jong is ever closer to becoming a Manchester United player officially. I now just want to mention the players that have been released by the club. Now, of course, we know the likes of Mata, Matic, Lingard, Pogba. I care about him so little, I can't even pronounce his name correctly. But Pogba, all of them have left the club. And joining that, yesterday the club released an official statement saying that Dimani Melo, Reece Devine, Lee Grant, Juan Mata, of course Matic, Paul McShane, Pogba as we know, Connor Stanley, Paul Woolston, and Edinson Cavani all have been officially released by the club. Now, that in itself is just, shall I say, a bit of a heads up. Most of those players never really got a chance in the first team, and most of those players were youngsters. Paul Woolston, of course, we know early on in the season had to retire at the age of 22 due to a medical condition, but nevertheless, we do say thank you to those players and all the best to them wherever they might find themselves in the future. But good on the club, and the rebuild is continuing. Players that are no longer needed at the club or no longer, shall I say, have the urgency to play for Manchester United, by all means, I'm glad that they are leaving. But we do know that new players will come in. I said Ten Hag wants to at least have 5 signings. We lost Darwin Núñez, but we'll obviously look at another striker target. We'll have to see exactly who is mentioned when that does become a topic of conversation. But for now, it's Antony and Frenkie De Jong, which are the two that we are close to making agreements with Barcelona and Ajax respectively. So those are a very, shall I say, good piece of business that we can pull off by bringing in Antony and Frenkie De Jong, who are top quality players and can definitely and will elevate our team to the level needed to compete at the top against the likes of Liverpool and Man City, etc., and the rest of the big teams in Europe. That is it for the news today. Quite simple, quite short, but important updates. We are close to an agreement with Ajax for Antony, and Frenkie de Jong to Manchester United is all but done. Just a matter of time before a fee is agreed between Barcelona and Manchester United. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, subscribe to the channel, please. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers. That is it, me, Session Johnson from the Stretford Inn. Till we speak again soon. Have a wonderful weekend, Red Devils. Bye-bye.